Hey y'all, welcome to Maverick Gun Works. Today I want to talk about something that's got a neat little trick. I've had this in the shop for a while, and I think the position we've had up on the wall, nobody's noticed it very much. But this is something that's really caught my eye lately, and I wanted to share it with you a little bit. It is from CAA USA. It's the Micro Conversion Kit, MCK they call it, right? Here's the box that comes in, made in the USA, guys. By all means, I do everything I can to try to keep things made in the USA as much as we can in the shop. All right, and this is one of the good products for that situation. And here, this is the model that is made for a Glock. And according to the package here, we've got for Glock 17, 19, 19X, the 22, 23, 31, 32, and 45. All right. So I happen to know that I've got a Glock 19 right here that we're going to use up for it. And I'll just go over a couple things that you got to watch for, but it's really a simple thing to install on your gun. Okay, to start with, to open your folding stock, right, it has a folding stock here. We're going to lift up a little bit and move it off the latch on the side of the frame. You got a little hook right here on the side of the frame that latches into your folding stock, so we can open our stock up. If we want to latch it all the way back, we push it all the way back straight, and it latches right here with this button. You push that button in, and that closes your hinge latch. All right. Now, a couple of features out before I even put the thing put the gun in it. I want to show you. If you're going to use it for something other than a 19 or a smaller frame, mid-size frame gun, if you're going to use it for a 17, for example, all you have to do to make the gun fit in it, because the 17 has a longer frame, longer slide, longer barrel. So what you would do is, with the Allen wrench that comes with the kit, right, you're going to remove these screws right here on the side of the frame, because the kits come from the factory. They all ship with it into position for a Glock 19 size frame. So if you have a 17, for example, you would remove these two screws. And the same thing goes if you have a Smith & Wesson or a SIG or something else other than a model gun that would fit. This was just made for a Glock. But if you have a mid-size frame versus a longer barrel or a longer slide frame on it, you'd have to do the same thing here. We would pull this barrel shroud out. You can see there's an F right here that designates for a full-size frame. All right. And also on the side of the MCK here, we have numbers 17, 21, and 19 on the holes where the screws go back into. So if you're using this for a 19 frame, you pull the barrel shroud out and put your screw back in on that 17 frame. I'm sorry, 17. I'm getting confused. Get my numbers confused here. It seems kind of weird that the 17 Glock is a longer slide than the 19 is. The 19 holds its typical magazine of 15 rounds, and the 17 Glock is 17 rounds. Go figure. Anyway, that's how it goes. Okay, so we're going to put this back into the Glock 19 position. All right. Now, if you look on the bottom of this thing, to get the gun fitted into the receiver, into the frame, we have to release the door on the bottom that latches the gun into the frame. So we push down on our door latch right here, pull back, and then lift it up. Okay. Now that opens up access to the inside of the frame here. We're going to pull our charging handle all the way back. And if you look at the charging handle, if I can get maybe a zoom in a little bit on this one, but inside the charging handle track, you have slots. They coincide with the slide serrations on your Glock handgun. All right. So you want to make sure when you put the gun into the frame that these slots are perfectly in line with the slots on your charging handle. Okay, and you should be no gap back here on the back of the slide. You have a pocket recessed for your sight to fit into, and you should have pretty much flush fit on the back of the slide versus the charging handle pocket. All right, and you see the gun is not loaded. All right, go ahead and close it. And when we put the gun into the frame, first thing I want to do, we're going to nose it down like this. into the front of the frame with a charging handle backwards. And you can't see it because of the camera, we can't see it at the angle right here, but I'm lining up the slots on the frame, on the slide rather, with the slots on my charging handle. Now we've got it in, you might can see it with the camera, I'm not sure, but now we have the frame into our charging handle slots. You can see, be careful about any space back here behind the back edge of the slide. It should fit really tight on your charging handle pocket. All right. Once that's done, then you can push the gun forward until you hear it click. And basically what it amounts to is it's going to slide and lock into position with these little locking tabs up toward the front of the frame here. So if I push forward, hear it click, and now it is locked in position. It will not come out. Okay. And now with that being done, we push down on our rear latch. Push up, push my release button here, and push down. Push it back first. Did I lie to you? Push it backwards so you can see it fits in the slot. There's another tip bit right here. You can see that little red paint on these knots that stick out there. Well, this door has to be pushed back to be able to get it to close down, and then push forward, and it locks in place. There you go. Right, so anyway, there you go. It's locked in place now, and we have our charging handle fitting nicely. The pistol is locked into the frame, and then to be able to use it, there's a lot of accessories that come with this thing. I didn't talk about that a little bit, but anyway, you want to, for legal positioning, you will put your hand through the pistol brace, is what it's made for. It's not made to be able to pull up on to be able to shoot it from your shoulder position. All right, it's made for a pistol. Pistol brace is made for stabilizing the gun as you would hold a handgun like this. All right, and with that, we have our support hand. We have the front of this MCK device is really nice to be able to position your support hand without any danger of beating away the barrel. Okay, and also there are ambidextrous controls for this thing can be added to. You can put what they call a thumb rest on either side of your Picatinny rail here, where you could rest your thumb on it. You notice the charging handle also is ambidextrous. You've got the charging handle on both sides. Works very well like that. They also have accessories where you can replace this little module down on the bottom below the barrel. That is also available for a flashlight to fit into. And there's a QD mounts for the sling to be mounted on here. All kinds of little gadgets like that. So, neat trick. And with this, we've got our standard 15 round magazine that comes with the Glock 19. And we also can use it with this. You have an extra magazine if you wanted to put in here. This was our 33 round magazine. That's what it is, 31, something like that. Anyways, that was a lot more than 15. Alright. And also, if I wanted to do it, I thought about this and see if it'll work. Check this out real quick. We happen to have here handy a drum that holds a few more rounds, and we might be able to use that in this device also. This is made for the Glock handgun, and that also would snap in there. So anyway, there you go. A lot of shooting without having to reload. How about that? That could be fun at the range. Alrighty. So, that being said, there you go. That's a look at this little MCK gadget. Alrighty. So you have a lot of options with that, a lot of possibilities. And I think just a lot of fun to start with being able to do something other than your typical handgun holding with this thing. Alright, now to quickly take it apart and get the gun back out of it, because the manual recommends about every 300 rounds, I believe it is, maybe 500 rounds, you want to take the gun out of the frame to clean everything. So to do that, we're going to push down on this latch, right, and pull back on the door, lift up on the door. Right, that allows us to have access to the to the pistol to be able to pull out of the frame. And now to pull it out of the frame, you have two locking tabs, one on either side of our frame here. All right, you want to pull those up and then pull the gun back, and that unlocks it from our locking position forward. All right. I was supposed to close the slide first, so I can't pull the slide back now. All right, now we're going to close the slide. Release that. All right, now we've got our bolt closed or slide closed. So now, by golly, we should be able to get the gun out of the frame. Push down the lower latch, pull it back. All right, up, pull it up and back. All right, pull it up. Now we can release our pistol from the frame, and by golly, it comes back out like it's supposed to. So there's a tip for you too. We'll close the slide before we take it out of the frame. Now we can lift straight up, and there we go. There's your gun. Now you can take your gun apart as you typically would and field strip it, clean it like always. And in doing so, you got more access now. You got your MCK frame open and be able to clean it up also. All right. Anyway, there you go, guys. Hope that maybe showed you a little something you haven't seen before. And if there's something I can help you with at Maverick Gun Works, give us a call.